What up with the YouTube? It's your boy Mom92. Roofamonger recently put out a video saying 2XKO just became the most consumer-friendly fighting game on the market. First of all, the game is free, right? As you all know. If you didn't know, the game is free. So that already puts in my mind what this video might be about. I'm going to make sure I put Roofamonger's stuff in the description so you guys can go watch it on his channel, subscribe to him, everything like that. But I had to do a reaction to this because you guys know I will be playing 2XKO 100 motherfucking percent, especially on Tuesday the 9th when it drops. I don't know the time that it drops, but when it does drop, your boy will be streaming it at twitch.tv/mom92. But anyway, I do want to see what this video is talking about. I saw a couple things and I had to stop because I was like, no, you know me, I do genuine reactions. And yeah, let's get into it, man. I'm excited. I want to go ahead and see what he's talking about.
Hello and welcome. This is Roofamonger, my friends.
First of all, y'all know I'm a big fan of Vi.
2XKO front. And 2XKO, in case you're unaware, is sort of coming out soon. It is, but it isn't. It's in perpetual beta starting September the 9th. And then it'll just be beta until one day it's eventually 1.0. So, sort out, but not really. But anyways, that's not the news. What is the news is 2XKO sort of, I don't want to say accidentally, because it's certainly by design, but sort of just became like the most pro-consumer fighting game ever made.
It's free.
Like, hey, this is a free-to-play game, right? They're going to monetize the hell out of the game. They're going to sell you every possible skin under the sun. And if you're someone like me, you're going to be a sucker, and you're going to buy most of them. And ideally, it's people like me that'll pay.
I like the way they do their character colors too. I do.
Right?
I do too.
But yeah, so free-to-play game. We all know how that works, but a free-to-play game, you know, kind of has to be online. And fighting games, by definition, especially in a competitive setting, usually cannot be online. No, we need offline for tournaments.
Yes.
It could be big scale like Evo, or it could be like your 8-person local. It doesn't matter, but we can't always be online. And they have now made provisions for that. They made a post today, among other posts, like doing an official character.
Yeah, I seen these.
Various characters that are going to be
pretty cool
going forward. The only thing to note is, one, Braum has more points than everyone else, therefore he's the best character. And also for easy use, it has Echo and Ilaoi as like 3 out of 5. I think they're more complex than the rest of the cast.
Amount. No
Echo,
range
just
on
for
her
the sheer
stuff.
amount of stuff he can do, and Ilaoi like plays just a very different kind of game. But if that's considered 3 out of 5,
oh, I like that color too. Look at that green and black
character. If those only rate as average compared to whatever they have in store. So anyways, the future will reveal that in time. But offline mode now, they put out this statement, just sort of running through everything that offline mode has to offer. And the thing about that, similar to other fighting games, offline mode has training mode, local versus, you know, just standard 1v1 offline.
Okay.
All characters, champions as they're branding, are available by default. Any unlocked costumes like skins are also accessible offline. That being said, the following features are only displayed in online mode. Casual, ranked, like, of course, ranked, right? Like, how are you going to play ranked offline, right? Private lobbies. So, hey, the online features don't work offline. Shocker.
Okay, battle pass,
like
missions.
Pass progression doesn't work if you're offline, and fair enough. And obviously, the shop doesn't work if you're offline. Fair enough. But that's the big one out of the gate. So, if you're offline, and there's a million myriad reasons to be offline, all characters are unlocked. All of them. And you have training mode, and you have regular offline.
What do they mean by like all characters though? Do we not get all characters? I'm confused by that.
People, because, you know, 2XKO after all, right? So here's the thing. You know, that's not how other fighting games work. Is this a free-to-play game? It sure is, and they'll be doing their damnedest to part you from your money, I'm very sure.
100%.
And be it skins or other features or whatever, right? And if every character is available for training mode offline, and yes, we don't have, I know, there's the drama, there's not many characters right now. This game's supposed to be around for 10 plus years. I'm sure when we're
10 plus years,
there's going to be more characters you can shake a stick at.
Can I see myself at 43?
Offline.
Yes.
That's actually kind of a damn sight better than how every other fighting game currently does it. Because every other fighting game, online or off, it doesn't matter. If you didn't buy that DLC, you ain't playing them in training mode. And yes, I know there's like the ticket system in Street Fighter 6, which helps alleviate that a bit, I suppose. But that's generally the flow of things. You'll get to play everyone on the base roster, sure, but, you know, fighting games are out for a very long time. We're not on, you know,
The fact that you could do that
Call of
offline is
Duty.
crazy.
So
you could try them
you
first.
Don't have, you know, the characters from year 3 or year 4 or year 5 or whatever as DLC. If you didn't pay money for them, you do not get to play them in training mode or any kind of versus, let alone offline versus. So that alleviates all like one of the biggest problems of fighting games. And like the model we have isn't bad, and honestly, it's probably better than most comparable models you can think of. But, you know, it's always been the issue of how do I practice against a character if I'm going to a local or whatever, but I don't want to spend the
You don't spend the money,
on the character. And if you don't want to spend the money, well, you're SOL. Of course,
yep, pretty much.
If you're going to tournaments and all that, why aren't you spending like the $5 to $8 on a character? But whatever, that's bigger than this video. But yeah, so the 2XKO model is simply going to be, yo, you get everybody forever. I guess you would have to update the game eventually, like if there's a patch or something. You can't just stay in offline mode forever after a DLC comes out. You need to download.
But if you don't buy them, you don't get to play them online, huh?
Offline mode for a tournament, for a local, for just having fun with your friends, everyone will be available.
That's
and
pretty
that,
cool.
Simply put, is very consumer friendly.
So real quick, one reason that's good is because you won't have to, at a tournament, they don't have to buy all these characters as they would for these other games, buy the season passes and all these other things on these different accounts to be able to play every single character, right? Now, if it's offline, you just have the characters. That's pretty good. I like that.
Get to try before you buy, as you will. Maybe
Yeah.
you won't get progress to whatever sick battle pass skins or whatever, and you only have access to the skins you've already unlocked, which is completely fair as far as I'm concerned. I don't think you should get also every skin for free offline as well.
Super dead.
Kind of weird, especially in a game where the primary monetization is almost assuredly going to be cosmetics, right? But yeah, I saw this news and I'm like, wow, they did it. I don't know, I guess, what I was expecting for their solution for this, but just giving you everything without like any consequence or any amount of money spent maybe wasn't what I thought it was going to be for a free-to-play game.
Over watching this Yasuo combo.
Theoretically, you can just kind of play 2XKO forever without having to spend a dime on it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Years and years and years. Now, will you have to pay for characters to play them online in ranked? That might be a different story. There
Probably
might be
so.
an earnable currency, a premium currency. Don't know what
They're gonna have all my money though, so I'm not even worried about it.
As far as like purely offline goes, you effectively get everyone free forever and can play free forever as per the rules they are themselves putting out, and that's a pretty all right deal.
It's pretty good,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
especially casual wise, that's
versus
catering to the
Tokon,
casuals like a
you know,
fool.
They're similar, and like the comparisons are sort of unavoidable, I suppose. And rest assured, you ain't gonna be playing Tokon for free. You'll be giving Papa Arxis and Papa Sony their taste. They'll
You
get
damn right.
and, you know, maybe this is a long-term conversion plan. Maybe, you know, you take advantage of the deal. You play with all characters offline for free for quite some time. And then eventually we get like a Dunkmaster Darius skin. Then like, oh, now you can't wait anymore. You're finally in the ecosystem. You got to buy that one, right? And then they
You're gonna have to buy stuff eventually, yeah.
Regardless of whatever your plans to spend as little money as possible are, Riot's plans are to maximize their earnings off your back.
Heck yeah.
They're pretty all right at this whole free-to-play business model. They've proven their worth on the matter. And so I just figured this was newsworthy because, like, frankly, good on Riot. This is a pro-consumer move. This is a pro-FGC move. FGC is always very concerned about offline events because you can't just run everything online. Maybe the day will come where that finally happens, but it ain't anywhere in the near future.
No, definitely not.
Lord knows, forcing always online's been tried on us. If you remember, like the early Street Fighter V days, like tournaments being disrupted because you lose connection to the Street Fighter V servers in the middle of a match, and it kills your match in the middle of a tournament match. And I don't know, that we don't want that. We definitely
that'd be crazy if we have
But,
everything
yeah,
online.
so,
That'd be
2XKO beta real soon. Once again, September the 9th. It'll be rolling till start. I'm sure there'll be plenty of changes. You know, I mentioned when they showed off Vi. Hey, I played Vi like 2 years ago. And I am allowed to say there's still some stuff I saw from 2 years ago that has not made the light of day to the public. So I'm
2
looking
years
forward to
ago.
that being in a very more finished state than some of the stuff I saw, because some of the stuff I saw was very unfinished. And just getting out.
That's
into the
crazy,
hands
man.
of the
See,
public at large. And as we get to the ever golden version 1.0, hopefully some of that other content will show its face. And once again, 1.0 is supposed.
As much as I say I got to get my popularity up so I can be a part of this stuff, there's no way I would like to play that 2 years ago, because I'd be super sad.
To be this year, given that beta September, I'm assuming they're going to wait till like the day after Christmas or something to launch it for 1.0. But, you know, that would still count as keeping their promise otherwise. But yeah, just thought it was a cool update. Very cool of Riot to be this open when other companies might not have been, to be frank with you. And I'm just looking forward to the beta launch September 9th, and there'll be more coverage on the channel.
Yeah, me too, man.
So look forward to that. And otherwise, that's it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some 2XKO.
So we talked about a few things there. A couple things I want to talk about. So first and foremost, I don't think on any game in League of Legends you had to pay for characters with in-game currency. On Valorant, you also have to pay, but all that's online. It's only online. So the fact that they say, well, we're stepping into the FGC and we're going to have it to where you don't have to pay for these offline characters, because there is going to be an offline scene, obviously. So you don't have to pay for the characters. That's really great, like they said, for the consumer, because the game can absolutely be free when it comes to tournaments. If you're at the house, obviously, like he said, you know, you're gonna have battle passes, skins, etc., different things like that, and that makes more sense. That's where they make their big money, because essentially you can play these other games for free as well, right? You never have to pay your money if you don't want to, but you can, and most people do, because the skins that they make, premium skins, like ridiculous skins, you're gonna be like, yo, I gotta have that. If you ever play Valorant, you see some of those skins, it's ridiculous. League of Legends, same thing, just ridiculous skins. So they're gonna have the same thing in 2XKO. They're gonna have ridiculous skins that you feel like you have to buy. And so, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be great. But as far as that model goes, I think that's really, really cool of them to support the FGC in that way. And yeah, and then the people they really want people to play their game, because they're like, yo, in the future, if a character comes out, you can just try it before you buy it. You can learn the whole freaking character and then buy it. You can really see if it works with your team. I mean, that's really good for the competitor and the casual player, because the casual player is probably like, I don't know if I want to buy it. The competitor is like, I gotta buy it, but neither one has to. And yeah, it's real beautiful. So I'm really happy about that. Other than that, I do think that this game is going to be great. Coming out, yeah, it doesn't have many characters and stuff like that, but you know, I've been a Riot gamer for a very long time. I've played every single game that they ever come out with, and yeah, it's coming. The storm is coming. So yeah, make sure y'all leave a like on the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Like I said, I'm gonna have his stuff down in my description. You know, gotta pay homage. And yeah, make sure y'all leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about what he said about the consumer, you know, it being free, and you know, what you guys think about 2XKO in general, man. Because I am ready. And subscribe to the boy, because it's free, 90 free. Your boy's been putting in work. He's been putting in that work. Subscribe to the boy. It's free, 90 free. Peace.